Hi and welcome to a new video. Here's my dog again. She always loves disturbing me. So today I will be showing you the books that I am not interested in anymore and will be unhauling, and if any of you are interested in buying them, I'm happy to sell them to you or maybe even trade them because I am struggling financially. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. The first books I will be unhauling is the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the first two books. I started this about 6 years ago and I'm way behind, and I'm really not that interested in continuing it anymore. Especially I still haven't read the second book, and both of these are still in pretty good condition considering I bought this one in the Philippines. The next books are the first two books in the Pretty Little Liars series. This has like 13 books I think, and I am not going to invest my time into this, especially since the TV show is out and I'd rather just watch the TV show, which I'm not even interested in that one anymore either. So yeah, I will not be continuing this and we'll just be giving it away. The next book is The Fifth Wave. Now, this had a lot of hype going on around in 2015 I think, and so I got it because it was my friend's favorite book at the time, and I'm not even friends with that person anymore, so I will be unhauling this, especially since I started it and could not get through it at all. I read about 100 pages and nothing was really happening and the characters weren't really interesting to me, so this is going out. The next books are all the John Green books. I've read Paper Towns, An Abundance of Catherines, and Looking for Alaska, and half of Let It Snow, and I don't think I'm interested enough to read Turtles All the Way Down, so I will be unhauling this just because I think I'm not too interested in John Green's writing anymore. After reading 4 or 5 of his books, I don't think I'm interested in this anymore. So yeah, I feel a little sad letting these go just because I bought An Abundance of Catherines and Paper Towns in the Philippines and I have a lot of sentimental value around it, so but I have to unhaul these, taking up too much bookshelf space. So then the next book is Illuminae. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be like, so I tried reading it. I know it's not your typical read and it's in transcripts and interviews and emails, and I thought that was really interesting to me, but I ended up just getting confused most of the time because the pages where there is actual plot explanations or writing, wait, how do you even, actually there's rarely any of those. I mean, if you can convince me to actually pick this up and try again, then I probably will, but right now I don't think I will ever pick this up in the future, so I'm sorry, this is going out my bookshelf. The next book is This Time Will Be Different by Misa Sugiura. I read her debut novel and I rated it a 3 stars or 2.5, and I don't think I'm too interested in reading this one, although I feel like this has a better plot compared to her first one. So I think this is about a girl named CJ, and she finds out that her mom is planning to sell their shop to the McAllister family, who is the same people who sold out Japanese Americans to internment camps. And I picked this up because I'm really trying to get more into contemporary readings, and I might still try to give this a try just because I never did, but I have a lot of books on my TBR, so I don't know. It really sounds interesting though. I really want to pick it up, but there's so much more other books that I'm more interested in. So if you want to buy this off of me or trade it, I am willing to send it to you. The next book I will be unhauling is The Call by Piedar O'Gillen. I already read this and at first it was a 3 stars, but now it's just a 2.5, just because this was one of the books that really influenced my reading slump. I enjoyed it, but not as much as I thought I did. I thought it was really interesting because it's based on Irish folklore, I'm pretty sure, and how kids basically do not survive because they are called by the Fae, and so they are transferred into the Fae's land, and they have to survive there for a day, but in the real world it's only 7 minutes, I think. And I thought it was interesting, but the writing was just too all over the place for me. I didn't really like how we changed perspective a lot and how these characters just die right away. Like, I wasn't invested in anyone, so I didn't care what was going on. I just realized how edgy I look, and it's because I did a makeup look. I took photos for the Scarlet Gang for These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, which is coming out in November 17th. The next book I will be unhauling is The Grey Seer by Kim Liggett. I picked this up and I was not interested. I'm sorry. So I started this after the call and nothing was making me want to invest in the story. I thought the plot was really interesting. This is why I picked it up. I never heard of anyone talk about it, and I thought I would give myself a chance and actually pick up a book that wasn't recommended to me. But that was a mistake, of course. So this is about the Grey Seer, which is when girls turn 16 years old, and I guess they have a lot of powers to lure men and kill them, I think. Or I just know that they have some kind of powers, and so they are sent to the forest when they are 16 to cool it down and I guess suppress their powers, and then they come back and they get married to some guy. So the main character, Tierney, doesn't really want to basically succumb to what their society wants them to do. So yes, I'm not invested in this anymore. I will be unhauling this, and if you want it, again, happy to send it to you. The next book I will be unhauling is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Again, very interesting plot, but the beginning really didn't suck me in. I know that a lot of books have a hard start, like it's really hard for books to pull you in, but with these two, I've read about 50 pages, 100 pages, and they're very short books, so I would expect these books to already have something interesting going on after 100 pages, but nothing was happening. With this one, I was a little bit more invested just because in the beginning something interesting already happens, but again, after that it was just dragging on and I could not get through this. This is about this girl named Alice. Her and her mother has been on the road most of her life until her grandmother, who is a famous author, dies alone in the Hazelwood, and so her and her mother has to go and claim their property, but then bad stuff happens when her mother gets kidnapped by someone who is claiming to be a character from her grandmother's stories, and she is left with a message that says stay away from the Hazelwood. So yeah, I was really interested in the plot, but nothing was going on in the beginning, so this is also being unhauled. The next book is Eleanor and Park. Do I need to explain why? Do I? Next book is Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. Now, I picked this up because I heard that the main character struggles with social anxiety, and I've never read a character who struggles with social anxiety, especially since I personally do struggle with social anxiety, and so I wanted to read this, and I did, and this was the last book I read before I got into a really big reading slump. But I don't remember much of what happens anymore, and I don't think I will be rereading this. So if you want to read this, I really think you should, but I don't remember what happens, so if there's anything problematic about it, then I don't think you should read it. And then the next books I will be unhauling is Clockwork Angel and Crest, just because I have the hard covers of it. So if you want a paperback copy, I am happy to send this to you. So yeah, these are all the books that I will be unhauling. It is really stuffy in here. I think these books are so dusty, that's why I am sneezing so much. Let me just, for the thumbnail. So yeah, these are some of the books I will be unhauling. Again, if you're interested in any of these books, I am willing to send them to you for a price. Probably really cheap. I'm gonna sell these all for, I don't know, $8 a piece. $8 for the paperbacks, $10 for the hardcovers. I'm sorry. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. It's free. As always, thank you for watching. I have all my links below if you want to catch me anywhere else. So yeah, bye.